So my question is, I'm totally annoyed with one little fact, and I'm going to be telling about it. I just really decided never to shut up, because a lot of people are on TV and they're so stupid. I'm sorry to say that. They're so enormously boring people, but they're gonna be talking some nonsense like for 25 years, and they're not even living a life. They're just sitting somewhere, they like some long, like some kind of a snail or turtle, never seeing the world, but always talking about the world and discussing something totally nonsense, just because they earned some money or they just inherited some money, giving them a possibility to stick and to show their bottoms on TV. So, what the fuck? I think I'm a much more interesting person or intelligent person, and I will travel the world. I'm gonna be not just never shut up about everything going on in my life, because it's much more important than the life of some whoever shown on TV. So let's say I'm much more important to some Marcel Reich-Ranitzky, even if he's able to swear like the last person in the world in German, and even if he kind of survived the war, yeah, okay, beautiful, but he's looking ugly, or he was looking really very ugly, and he was everything else but pleasant, and enormously, well, I would say kind of vicious tongue and bad tongue. So what the fuck, I can also say something. My German is much better than his, period. So where are we? Yeah, I'm criticizing Marcel Reich-Ranitzky. Oh my god, how dare I? But I'm gonna be continuing, because this is my life and I have a right to say whatsoever. This is democracy. So this is what I love about being in Western society, because there is some kind of a democracy. You're allowed to say things without being just imprisoned immediately, or being just killed by some politicians. Although I cannot say the same about the politicians of Germany. I'm not going to be mentioning her name, because this kind of young lady in a red suit is very, very, I think she's the dictator. She's sitting there in a chancellor chair far too long, and it's kind of inappropriate. She's not an English queen, you know. And I started to say something unpleasant about her, and my life kind of changed dramatically. I lost my job, and kind of the life was having a very, very different color and being enormously unpleasant, because to get another job was nearly impossible. Even if it was a job in some kind of Starbucks, it was also impossible. And I certainly I all of a sudden felt myself like a persona non grata, which was very unpleasant, because, as a matter of fact, I was one of the year's best in kind of in this high school of University of Music. So I was literally having zero problems to get a job as a musical teacher wherever in my life. It was super easy, and it was always successful. So all of a sudden it was not easy, it was impossible, because I was having a very liberated tongue, and I was speaking some things which have been very unpleasant for the Miss Bundeschancellor, Angela Merkel.